Let's go. We got a 1 round mock draft. So I'm just going to get into it straight away. Not much to talk about. Explain each pick and blah, blah, blah. First pick, this is going to happen. There's a report that came out. He already got his playbook. Trevor Lawrence, man. Of course, it's going to be the first overall pick. Best quarterback in the class. Best player in the class. And the Jags need a quarterback. Second pick, I think this is also a very big possibility. Zach Wilson, I just think, second best quarterback in the draft, personally. And they traded away Sam Darnold, so they do need a quarterback now. Let's think freaking James Morgan is their starter, which, no. But yeah, restart their franchise, get a new player in there. So yeah. And then the third pick, the Niners, they traded up a lot. Everybody's like, oh my god, Mac Jones, but like, I don't think that's an improvement from Jimmy Garoppolo, to be honest. And I think one person that would be improvement is Justin Fields. And I think again, Justin Fields is the third best quarterback in his class. And then it's Trey Lance and then Mac Jones. So I don't know why you traded up this much to get Mac Jones when you probably could have traded up with like, I don't know, the Panthers or one of these teams around here instead of trading up to 3. So I just think you have to pick Justin Fields, or else I think they might regret that. And then the Falcons, they're reportedly trying to trade out, but I can't trade out. I probably would if I could, but I think if I am here, I'll probably take Penei Sewell, to be honest. Immediately improve the offensive line, which just has a bunch of average players, to be honest. Like, there's nobody really that good. There's some trash players and some developing young players. So I think Penei Sewell can really get in there straight away, improve the offensive line, and get Matt Ryan some protection because they already got a bunch of weapons. Kyle Pitts would be nice, but I don't think that's a big deal. And then here, I think the Bengals would have really considered Penei Sewell, but Jamar Chase makes too sense now since Penei Sewell's off the board. They need another big time receiver. They've got good receivers, right? T. Higgins, Auden Tate's not bad, and Tyler Boyd in the slot. So Jamar Chase on the outside, reunite him with Joe Burrow. I think that'd be a very good idea. And they signed Thaddeus Moss. So they're kind of just building LSU out there. And the Dolphins at number 6, yeah, they traded back up. They traded back and then they traded back up. So I think they're looking for a big time weapon. Kyle Pitts would be nice, or they could be going for O lineman. That's definitely a possibility. Penei Sewell's off the board. That would be nice. Rashawn Slater could still be there. I don't know about Kyle Pitts because I feel you got Mike Gesicki, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna get an actual outside corner, and I think Devontae Smith. I think that would be really good. I think he can be an improvement from Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams, he wouldn't be an improvement from him. Devontae Parker, and then you've got Will Fuller on 1 year contract, and Preston Williams not bad. So you get Devontae Smith, who can be a really good route runner. So I like that. And now the Lions, I think they would really consider Trey Lance, to be honest. Uh, yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Trey Lance, I think it'd be too good to pass up on him. He's probably good place for him to go to. He can sit behind Jared Goff for a year or two, and then come in after that and be really good. Okay, let's press layer on this. The Carolina Panthers. I'm definitely picking between Rashawn Slater and Kyle Pitts. Slater would really improve your O line. Yeah, he would, but. I mean, Kyle Pitts, he's such a big weapon, man, and they kind of need tight ends. They lost Chris Manhurst. They don't really got much there anyway. I know they don't use it a lot, but Kyle Pitts is more than just a tight end, man. He's probably one of the best players in this draft. Probably the second best player in this draft, to be honest, if you don't base it off position wise. But it doesn't really have a position. And here are the Broncos. Rashawn Slater wouldn't even be bad. They don't really need corner anymore, but they do have. They could take corner just because they got like 1 year contracts for most of their corners. Michael Parsons also, I think that'd be a good fit. I'll go for Mac Jones though because that's kind of their only really big need on their roster, which is the quarterback position. And Mac Jones, who knows, he could be better than. Um, bro, are you kidding me? What's wrong with me? But it will come to my head. Don't worry. You're just gonna have to wait till later in the draft. I'll probably, but I think it'll be better. Drew Lock. Hallelujah! I was getting scared. I think they can have a quarterback battle in training camp, and then kind of see who wins, and they can start. So, yeah. And then here, I think this has to be the pick. Personally, Patrick Surtain. They need another dominant corner. They were one of the worst secondaries in the league last year. So Patrick Surtain, I think he could be a really good lockdown cornerback in this league. The Giants. I think this could be a trade down point for the Giants in real life. Like, I think there's a lot of dudes I would consider, like, tackle. Micah Parsons even would be nice. Even edge. I don't think edge, because edge is, like, a very hit and miss in this draft. Jalen Waddle would also be nice. They could get another weapon, but they do have weapons there, so I don't know. I'm going to go for Micah Parsons, to be honest. I really like Micah Parsons. They need another linebacker, and I think he can play really well opposite of Blake Martinez, be a really good complement to him. And I really like Micah Parsons, so I think he just makes everybody around him better, and he can rush the passer points, which they did a lot in New York. They would rush their linebackers, they would put them on like edge position and then rush them. And Micah Parsons could do that perfectly because he's a really good edge rusher. So yeah, and the Eagles here, I think Rashawn Slater would be an option. J.C. Horn even. They could get another lockdown corner. Receiver, I don't know because they took a bunch of speed already. Do you really want Jalen Waddle to be another speed threat? That's the only thing I'm really thinking. Like, I might go for J.C. Horn, to be honest. I think that, LeBlanc is going to play in the slot or something. And they've got their side on the outside, and then you get J.C. Horn in there, and then that really makes this secondary good now. They signed Anthony Harris from the Vikings. So that's a really good secondary. And I don't think Jalen Waddle is a very good type of player, really. I do think he's a good player, but not for the Eagles because they already got a bunch of speed. And here, I think this has to be a pick. Rashawn Slater still on the board. Chargers need another tackle. So, yeah. The Vikings. Jalen Waddle would be pretty nice in this offense. Christian Darrisaw also. Elijah Vertucco, I don't think you'd take a guard this freaking late, man. Yeah, it's weird. It's such a difficult edge, definitely. I might go for edge, actually. I'll go for Kwity Paye, actually. I like Kwity Paye. I think he's the best edge rusher in this class. And then it's Jalen Phillips, probably. And then maybe Jason Owe. I do like Carlos Basham also. He profiles on the inside also. But Kwity Paye for the Vikings, yeah. I think they could use another edge rusher. And he's not... I think it's a better pick like Jason Owe, who's just really raw. But Kwity Paye actually has shown a lot of production and is just a beast. So here, Jalen Waddle would be a really good pick here, actually. Yeah, Jalen Waddle. He continued to fall. In the Patriot game at 15, man, I think that'd be really good. They get a lot of receivers now. They actually get Cam Newton some weapons, kind of see if he is the thing. And if he isn't, then you kind of build the roster around it. So not like you have any excuses why it didn't really work out. So, yeah. And now here, you could still go corner for the Cardinals. Greg Newsom was a bit far down to pick, though. Edge, probably not. Running back, I just wouldn't really like that at this point, to be honest. I might just go for Elijah Vera Tucker because it's not like they got a lot of needs. Elijah Vera Tucker can be tackle / guard in your system. He can play guard probably straight away for the Cardinals because they do need that. So, yeah. He can kind of just play all over the place, so I like that. And then here, I'm not going to go for Christian Darrisaw. I think Tevin Jenkins is a better fit in this offense. I think Tevin Jenkins just being that big mauler on that right side of that offensive line, man, that'd just be such a good fit. Immediately replace Trent Brown. And I really like him. And for their scheme, also their power run, they do like to run the ball down your throat straight through the middle. So I like that. That was kind of sus. No sus, dude. Now the Dolphins. Christian Darrisaw wouldn't be a bad pick. Running back, I don't like that, man. I don't want to go for a running back, to be honest. You've addressed the offense in the first round. I think I think they will like their young um offensive line because they got some players they can build around. So I think this pick, I think Jalen Phillips, you keep him in Miami. He is kind of you do concern about those concussions. But he hasn't had a concussion in like 2 years or something. So that horrible of like deal, that big of a deal. And Jalen Phillips, he's just a really good edge rusher. Had a lot of production, but he did when he was going up against some better tackles struggle a bit. But I think he has a lot of upside. Can kind of replace Kyle Van Noy very well. And now the football team, Christian Darrisaw or Jeremiah Wiscorn would both be really good players in this point. Yeah, I think I gotta go Christian Darrisaw. I think he improved your tackle position straight away. You do have some players like Cornelius Lucas wasn't horrible, but I think Christian Darrisaw can be better than anybody you got there on your tackle position. You can play both tackles anyway, so yeah, you can just plug him in anywhere. So I like that. And this pick is the Bears. There's not any quarterbacks I would like to take. They could use another big receiver like Rashad Bateman. I think I'm picking between Rashad Bateman and Trayvon Moehrig. I'm going for Rashad Bateman, man. And I think they need a bit more size. I know they have Allen Robinson, but they're probably going to lose him after this year. So then when they do lose him, they don't really got much. They got Darnell Mooney, and that's basically kind of it. Not Taylor Gabriel. I don't think Anthony Miller, but he's not amazing. Rashad Bateman, though, I think he could be a really good receiver. He's not massive, actually. Like, he's not as big as people thought. 6'1", 190, but he's a really good player on the outside, so I think they would value that a lot. And now the Colts, kind of all the really good offensive tackles are off the board. I think they could settle somebody in the second round anyway, because there's a lot of good tackles in this class. I think you just get good value right now. Azeez Ojulari wouldn't be bad. Kind of improve that edge position. Corner, Greg Newsome. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, they probably don't need a linebacker. Yeah, I'm going to go for Greg Newsome. They could use another cornerback, and I think that's a really good fit in the Colts scheme. I think he can play straight away and be very productive. Ooh, I forgot about Caleb Farley also. Could use him. I could pick him here. I'll see though. Azeez Ojulari would be nice, but edge isn't that big of a need anymore. I think they could use another receiver. To be honest. They also need a tackle, but again, don't reach. I like Kadarius Toney actually for this pick. I think that'd be a really good replacement for Corey Davis. I think he could be better than Corey Davis in the foreseeable future. And they don't really got anybody at receiver besides from AJ Brown. AJ Brown. Why does that sound wrong? It is AJ Brown. It is, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just tripping. Okay, yeah. But Kadarius Toney, I think that'd be really good. Here are the Jets. I think they would like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Azeez Ojulari would also be nice. Yeah, Azeez. I'm going to go for Azeez Ojulari. Like, their edge position isn't horrible now, but I think that'd be a pretty good kind of combo for that edge position with Carlos. Not Carlos Dunlap. Why am I saying Carlos? His name's not even Carl Lawson. And yeah, I think he could play opposite of him, or even they got some players. I think he could start probably though. So I think that'd be a good pick. The Steelers, they need a lot. They need tackle. They need running back. Yeah, sure. Not in the first round, buddy. I don't like that. Running back's a small valuable position. Look at the Chiefs now. Look how much needs they got after they took a running back last year. They could have got a tackle last year. Now they need that. Corner, they need that. So, yeah. The Steelers. Oh, the Steelers, man. A linebacker isn't bad. Corner, Caleb Farley. Yeah, I'll take a shot on Caleb Farley. He's still a really good cornerback. And if he can deal with those injuries, he's a very high upside player. Again, if he is injured, though, that is a big loss. But I think he'll be fine. And if he is, then he's a really good player. And now the Jags. They don't really need safety anymore, so Trayvon Mulrig you probably don't need. They maybe could use another linebacker. They don't really need D-line anymore. They kind of addressed that in free agency, so they probably don't want that. Edge. I've seen some weird picks for the Jags. I'm going edge and everything. I'm just not sure about. I might go tackle. Yeah, I'll go for Samuel Cosme. I think they can improve the tackle position. It's weird. The Jags don't even have that much needs. It's kind of weird. They did so much in free agency, but I think they could just improve on positions in the draft. They got Trevor Lawrence, and then you get his future tackle in Samuel Cosme. And now the Browns. They just signed Jadeveon Clowney as I'm filming this. So yeah. I think I'll just go for Christian Barmore then. I think replacement for Larry Ogunjobi straight away. Really good interior defensive lineman. I think he's the best in his class by far. I mean, the next best, probably Levi Onwuzurike, Davon Nixon, maybe. I think Milton Williams, probably. It's just not very good. Lincoln McNeil's pretty good, but it's not a lot. So now the Steelers at pick 27. Trayvon Mulrig would be nice. Landon Dickerson also would be a really good center for them, but again, he's going to miss time, so I'm not sure. I think you get another edge, though, and I think Jason Owe, high upside player, I think that's what they would like in their scheme. Vernal McPhee's kind of the only player they got. They do have they re-signed Vernal McPhee? I don't even know. They might have. I just haven't seen it. But Bowser also, but they use a lot of edge rushers, so I think they could really use another valuable player there. So Jason Owe. And now my favorite team, the Saints. Can't remember who I had them yesterday. I did a mock draft for them. I think I might have went linebacker. Yeah, I went for JOK. I probably want to switch stuff up just because of this. So linebacker definitely, receiver even, Eric Stokes. I think again you can get a really good corner in the second round. You can also get a really good receiver, but I'm probably just gonna go for Elijah Moore. I really like the image of Elijah Moore in the Saints offense. Just kind of being, he can play in the slot and on the outside. You got Michael Thomas. Yeah, a really speedy run after the catch player like Elijah Moore there. I think that would really help out. How about Jameis or Taysom, whoever it's going to be. Now the Green Bay Packers. JOK would be nice here. I think Eric Stokes, they really need corner badly. So I think he can be better than Kevin King and good compliment to Jaire Alexander. So yeah. And now the Buffalo Bills at pick 30. Linebacker, not really in need anymore. I accidentally went linebacker for them in a mock draft, forgetting that they re-signed whoever they had. But you never know in these mock drafts, they could still go. I'm not sure about the edge group right now. The corner group, one of these dudes could probably sneak into the first round. There's so much stuff that happens in the draft, you never know. Receivers not that big of a need. I think this will probably just be where I take a running back. I know it's not really going to improve their team that much. I think Najee Harris is better than Devil Singletary and Zach Moss. There wasn't really much people on the board that I think would really improve their team that much and aren't positions in need because they got a really complete roster. I think that they can kind of go for good players, and that's what Najee Harris is. And now the Chiefs, they could go tackle. But there's a lot of good players on this board. I think Jeremiah was cool. I think that's just too good to pass up. JOK lost in 31. I think it's pretty unbelievable. I honestly don't even know how that happened. But I think that they kind of just got to go for really good players, really, that can really help their defense. The linebacker position is kind of a bit of a need because they only really got Willie Gay. So I think Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah can really help them out there, give them a really versatile player that can use a lot of positions. And now for the last pick in this mock draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Super Bowl champs. Why? So I think here, this is definitely best player available. I don't think Travis Etienne you need to take. They could, to be honest. Maybe even Landon Dickerson be their future center. But I think Trayvon Moehrig is probably who I'm going to take. Trayvon Moehrig, my best safety in the class, I think. And I think he can be starting free safety opposite of... who's the other dude they got? I think it's Whitehead. Or that other dude. I know they got Winfield. And then that secondary is very young and good. You get Trayvon Moehrig in there to really improve that. So yeah, I'll quickly go over all the picks. First pick, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Penei Sewell, Ja'Marr Chase, Devontae Smith, Trey Lance, Kyle Pitts, Mac Jones, Patrick Surtain, Micah Parsons, J.C. Horn, Sean Slater, Kwity Paye, Jalen Waddle, Elijah Vera Tucker, Tevin Jenkins, Jalen Phillips, Christian Darrisaw, Rashad Bateman, Greg Newsome, Kadarius Toney, Ezekiel Jalari, Caleb Farley, Samuel Cosby, Christian Barmore, Jason Owe, Elijah Moore, Eric Stokes, Najee Harris, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and Trayvon Moehrig. So that's the mock draft. Hope you enjoyed, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Ha 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 ha. I've never said that before because I don't really care. I just hope you guys enjoyed. Just trying to give you good quality entertainment. You probably left by now. You probably watched the first. You probably just watched your team's pick and went, oh, rage. So yeah, basically hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.